Hi everybody, Danger Rock here. Today we're going to be looking at the DC Multiverse McFarlane Toys Batman Forever Wave Batman. This line of figures just came out this year and it was based off of that really old movie Batman Forever. But I'm really happy to finally add a Val Kilmer Batman to my Batman collection. It turns out the Val Kilmer Batman was the only one that was missing in my collection, and this guy got released two separate times. He got released in a Batman Anniversary 8-pack, which had all the figures from the different Batman movies and the different actors. And I was pretty bummed because that was an exclusive, and I actually was never able to get this figure. But when they released the Batman and Robin McFarlane Wave, which had the George Clooney Batman in it, I kind of held out hope that this guy would get released separately. And I have him right now, and I'm really pleased with them. But before we take a look at him, we're going to take a look at his packaging. Just like all the other DC Multiverse figures. Got a DC logo right there. On the side it says Batman Forever. Got the Batman Forever logo right here. On the back you can see a picture of, if you want to collect to build Nightmare Bat, each figure comes with a piece. Collect them all. The other figures in this wave are Robin, the Riddler, and Two-Face. Nothing at the bottom, and the other side just says the same thing. And what's really cool is if we take a look at the figure a bit closer, my favorite part about it is the texture that they use, like all this black they use. But what I really like the most is his face sculpt. When I look at his face sculpt, that's very reminiscent of the Val Kilmer Batman, which, again, it wasn't my favorite Batman movie or anything. I just really liked the suit. So what's really cool about him is that if we look at this bat symbol on his chest, it's actually different than all the other Batman suits. And if we look at the bat logo here on his belt, I think this is really well done, very well sculpted. The hands are very nicely sculpted. And the only gripe I have with it is that I don't like that they used a cloth cape. I wish it would have been that bendy cape that came with the Batman and Robin Batman, but it's okay. Setting him aside, he does come with a number of accessories. Here we have his grapple gun. Here we have a batarang. Here we have another batarang, which is cool. We get two open hands. We have his standard trading card right here. If you want to read it, pause it now. We have his stand, which definitely comes in handy when displaying these DC Batman figures. We got the collect and connect piece for Nightmare Bat, and his mouth does open, which is really cool. And he also comes with this giant stand for the Nightmare Bat, which you plug this right into it. So if you want to display him, that's definitely a cool way to do it. And it also has the DC logo on it as well. So taking a closer look at this guy, he has 22 points of articulation. You can fully rotate his head. You could fully rotate his arms. He has butterfly joints. His arms move up that far. They go down that far. He can bend his elbows. His wrist can swivel. His wrist can hinge up and down. He has an ab crunch that could go that far back, that far forward. His legs can kick out that far. It is a little limited by this piece right here, but it's not too bad. They could kick back only that far. They can go out and do a split. He can bend at the knees, and he can bend at his toes. And yes, he does have toe articulation. So I really like him a lot. I think this is a really great figure. And especially if you have the Michael Keaton Batman and the Christian Bale Batman figure already, and the George Clooney one, this guy is going to fit in. So right now, let's swap out his hands and put his gripping hand on so we could get him to hold one of his accessories. So that's really cool. If you wanted to put him like in a pose like this, where he can throw his batarang, or he only looks like he's going to throw it. I think that that looks really cool. And what I'm actually going to do is swap out his other hand too, so we can get him to hold his grapple gun. There we go. And he looks really cool. There we go. I think what would be better is if I had him holding his batarang like this, so it looks like he's gripping it in his hands. There we go. That's a little better. And this other batarang can port into his hands as well. There we go. In order to get it to grip into his hands, it's like you gotta slide it in first, which can be a little tricky. There we go. So yeah, I really do like having these accessories, because now we got different display options for this guy. And what we're going to do now is we're going to put him on his stand. Even though he stands quite well on his own, we're just going to put him on there anyway. And now it's comparison time. So here, we're going to put the Val Kilmer Batman next to the George Clooney Batman, which I've already reviewed. And as you could see, the George Clooney Batman is a bit bigger. But I actually do like this George Clooney Batman figure just a little bit more. Not just because he has the bendy cape, it's because he's all black. This one looks more of like a metallic silver to me. But regardless, I like them both for different reasons. These are both really great figures, and they're going to look great to display next to each other. And for another average 6-inch scale figure comparison, here we have the Marvel Legends Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, so you can get an idea of how big this guy is. And yeah, there you have it. This is the Batman Forever Batman, and I really like him a lot. He's really cool. If you haven't picked this guy up already, I would definitely recommend picking him up. He is definitely worth it. So yeah, this has been my review of the DC Multiverse McFarlane Batman Forever figure. If you like this video, please leave a like. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Once we reach 1,000 subscribers on this channel, I will be doing a collection video review. So definitely stay tuned for that. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this figure? Thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you guys on the next video review.